Now, if I question you that what is the tool behind escapement devoid of cowardness? For sort, in my perspective, it would be justification. To prove oneself is a matter of self respect, but to prove oneself at the cost of others' credit is a matter of ego. The man often becomes unconscious at the moment when his self respect mutates to aggressive respect, or rather, to be crystal, is egoism. Justification accounts for one's righteousness, valid only if he is humble to his critics, grateful to his aggressive superiors, friend to his counterparts, and resurrected to his vandalists. This quality of justification is surely not homogeneous. The other most debatable topic for man is his friendship. The nomination of a friend often depends upon one's thought. Choose sometimes in this crowd to put a twin to your suits, but to sum up all, your friend is your need answered. He is your feed, which you sow with love and reap with thanksgiving. To have a large friend circle is a matter of popularity, but to hold on to the circle of your friend is a matter of morality. For without words, in friendship, all thoughts, all desires, all expectations are born and shared with joy that is unacclaimed. You find cozy to reveal yourself to your chubbies, to be talkative and all, exposed to them. But have you shared a glance of solitude for even some minutes? Expositions and communication with your friend helps you gain the spirit of expression. But to be silent and thoughtful helps to give opportunities for him to reveal about yourself. To be talkative with your friend helps you to prove yourself. But to have a talkative friend helps you to improve yourself. A true friend is not the one who supports you in every incident, but rather the one who criticizes you when all others appreciate you, and also the one who appreciates you when all others criticizes you. So the next time when you spend some moments with him, revert at once and question yourself. For what is my friend that I should seek him with hours to live? But I answer to you, seek him always with hours to live. And thus, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to conclude that the philosophy of life is a statement of 8 words. Choices we ought to make to determine not to succeed but to proceed. Self dependence we ought to practice, not to stand on our feet but to examine the strength of our feet. Contribution we ought to preach, not to share your possessions but to detonate your energy. Receiving we ought to learn, not to borrow or lend but to examine your own store. Work we ought to excel, not to pay your bills but to fulfill what the earth desires from you. Appearances we ought to catch on, not to match with others' status, but to bring diversity in your materials. Justification, not to prove oneself, but to improve yourself. Friendship you ought to create, not to express yourself, but to view yourself with others' eyes. Therefore, the philosophy of life would achieve its fullness when you attain these 8 spheres.